the bitter truth about sugar. Hello everyone. Welcome to this episode, brought to you by Vitaquous Ltd. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects almost all of us, the impact of sugar on the body. Before we begin, we must face a hard truth. The vast majority of people today consume far more sugar than their bodies can healthily process. Let's take a deep look at what exactly happens inside your body when you overindulge in the sweet stuff. Energy vs disaster. First, let's be clear, the human body does need sugar. Glucose is the primary fuel for our cells, much like gasoline is for a car. The problem is that many of us have developed a sugar habit, operating under the false belief that more is better. This mindset puts immense stress on our systems. Imagine your cells are like tiny houses. Each house has a caretaker at the door called an insulin receptor. In a healthy body, when sugar arrives, insulin acts as the key to unlock the door, allowing the sugar to enter and provide energy. But when sugar constantly floods the system, these houses became overwhelmed. Internal conflict, the science of resistance. Scientific research has identified a critical phenomenon. When cells are exposed to excessive sugar long-term, they go into self-protection mode. Specifically, fat metabolites begin to accumulate within the cells. These substances trigger a chain reaction that eventually causes the insulin receptors to malfunction. Think of it as the caretaker locking the door and refusing to let any more sugar in. Science calls this insulin resistance. This creates an absurd and chaotic situation inside you. The cells, they've locked the doors, shouting, "No more sugar. We are full." The blood, sugar piles up like a mountain, unable to enter the cells. The brain, it detects that the inside of the cells lacks energy. It mistakenly thinks you're starving for sugar, so it sends signals telling you to eat more sweets. Your body's departments are sending completely opposite signals. The entire system falls into total disarray. The immediate toll. It's important to note that this damage isn't just a future problem. The suffering happens instantly. Have you ever felt a wave of exhaustion right after eating a sugary treat? Many people mistake this for relaxation after an energy boost. In reality, it's a distress signal. Here is why. The energy paradox. Even though your blood is full of sugar, your cells are starving because they can't let the sugar in. Result, you feel weak and tired. Emergency mode, your body detects a crisis. It redirects all resources to handle this massive burden. Just like a computer slows down when running a heavy program, your brain and other activities throttle down to focus on the sugar overload. Oxidative stress. High blood sugar triggers a burst of harmful free radicals, damaging cell structures. Your body has to use even more energy just to repair the damage. Inflammation. Excess sugar triggers systemic inflammation, which is why you might feel sluggish, foggy, or even experiencing phantom aches and pains. Long-term consequences. If this cycle continues, the consequences move from uncomfortable to catastrophic. Systemic collapse. Insulin resistance worsens until it develops into type 2 diabetes. Organ damage. Chronic high blood sugar damages blood vessels, nerves, kidneys. This isn't a scare tactic, it's a fact proven repeatedly by clinical research. Chronic fatigue. Because your cells are perpetually starved of energy, your quality of life drops significantly. Conclusion. The World Health Organization (WHO) recommends no more than 50 grams of sugar per day, ideally less than 25 grams. Yet, in many countries, the average intake exceeds 100 grams. Your body uses fatigue and discomfort as a language to tell you, the burden is too heavy. Please stop. Recognizing these signals is the first step towards change. Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next episode.